On the way this half hour, we are celebrating Tuesday. It is Twins Day. We're going to have a little talk with some twins from around the Tennessee Valley area, tell you some things you may not know, and also we get the opportunity to spend a few minutes with Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. We have got all of that and more coming up between now and the bottom of the hour, so let's skip all the usual happy stuff. Spend the midday break with us, and let's chat.
Welcome to Let's Chat, the Tennessee Valley's premier show focusing on lifestyle and entertainment, bringing you smart shopping tips, community events, and the newest trends. Now, let's chat.
Good morning. We are glad to have you here as we get underway on this very unusual day on the calendar. It is Tuesday. Whichever way you look at it, 2/2/22, it is the Universal Palindrome Day. It's also Twins Day, and with good reason. A little bit later on, we'll be celebrating with some twins here in the Tennessee Valley. Cute little twins, and they're cute, but they're adult twins. But these over here are just adorable. Can't wait to spend a few minutes with them. Congressman Chuck Fleischmann is here to kick things off. First of all, Congressman, good to see you, and thanks for joining us.
Chip, it's always a pleasure.
Have a laundry list of questions here before we let you get out of here. Want to begin with what your thoughts are right now, the way things are. And this is changing by the minute, involving the United States and what's going on over Russia and the Ukraine.
Thank you, Chip. I'm monitoring this situation very closely. I'm concerned. In my tenure in Congress, of course, I have visited Ukraine. I have visited Georgia. This was several years ago. When I went to Ukraine, Poroshenko was in power. Now it's Zelensky. But there was a hot war on the border then. Russia had occupied 20% of Georgia, of their country. So this has been ongoing for quite some time. The real concern now is it's building up to where it looks like Putin is looking for an excuse, and that's all it is. It's a bad excuse to try to invade the Ukraine, particularly two provinces where they have some sympathizers. I'm concerned. Historically, and I'm a historian and a political scientist as well as a lawyer, we look at that part of the world. It could become a tinderbox. I'm very concerned.
If he does, proverbially speaking, pull the trigger or instigate any sort of armed conflict over there, what does the United States do?
I think we have
Are
to have
economic sanctions enough, which is what the White House is saying now?
Well, I don't think so. We need to use every legitimate tool in our toolbox, first of all, diplomatically, to say absolutely not. The United States needs to lead. Certainly the other countries in Europe are very concerned about that, but we are the leader of the free world. And I'm asking President Biden to stand strong against this aggression, and that's what it is, plain and simple. It's aggression against a sovereign nation. And we're going to have to look at everything that's on the table. Now, bear this in mind. Russia is a nuclear power. I hope and pray they would never consider using a nuclear weapon there. Right now, all of their forces are conventional, but they've amassed troops there, and they are looking for a way to move into Ukraine. I hope we can stop this.
Back here at home, inflation.
Yes.
From your seat in Congress, where do you see us going?
Unfortunately, not in the right direction. Let's face it, I'll be candid. I have never been a fan of this administration, but the Biden administration, unlike the Trump administration, has done nothing to curtail inflation. They're looking to the Fed, the Federal Reserve, to take certain actions, and the Fed can do certain things. They can raise interest rates, but that is only one tool in the toolbox. What we've got to do is get back to basic economics, Chip. What I mean by that is supply and demand. We need more energy in this country. The Biden administration has taken us in the wrong direction. They canceled the Keystone Pipeline. They're doing everything in their power to curtail energy production. We've got to get out there and get corporate leaders at the table and get basic economics, free enterprise economics, incentivize our free enterprise system, get the great economic engine that is America moving forward, and prices will come down. They're not doing that.
I don't know how many people in the White House do their own grocery shopping, and I know this is an admittedly unscientific example. I haven't been in a grocery store in months where I haven't heard total strangers grumbling or worse about the way prices are going up. So hopefully we'll be able to see that make a downturn here over the coming months. Congressman Fleischmann, thanks so much for your time.
Chip, it's a pleasure.
I know you're busy. There's a bunch of folks out of there in the other part of the building that want to talk to you and get your opinion on that and some other matters. So thank you very much. How do we get in touch with your office if folks would like to have more of a personal, direct contact?
I appreciate that so much, Chip. We have a downtown office, we have an Athens, Tennessee office, and an Oak Ridge office, and of course our Washington, D.C. office. You can go online. We love to take your calls. We love to take your letters. We respond to those. Let's face it, I represent about 800,000 wonderful East Tennesseans, and it's always glad to hear from them. Thank you.
Congressman Chuck Fleischmann, our thanks again. All right, there are the information. There the phone numbers are on your screen, how to get in touch with Congressman Chuck Fleischmann. Again, we thank you very much. Stick around. We have got two of the most adorable little things you've ever seen in your life next.